it's Tman. I'm in Drummond, Wisconsin. Tomorrow morning I'm going to start my backpacking trip. I thought maybe I could start it this evening. I got up here a little late. It's around 7 to 7:30 now, but you know, I might as well wait until the morning. By the time I walk out someplace and set up my tent and take down the tent in the morning, it kind of takes more time than just starting in the morning. Anyway, here's a little plaque about Frank Drummond, whom the town was named, and he set up a sawmill here on this spot right here to build the town here. Over here's just a memorial of all the people from this town who fought in World War II. So this is World War II. Believe these buildings right here are government buildings for the town. Down here they have a campground, and around the corner here, over that way is the fire department in the back there, and then right around these trees here is the library and information center and museum, kind of all in one. So like I said, that's more government buildings for the town of Drummond. You know, it's kind of like the only town around for several miles, so it's, you know, it needs a bigger fire department and so on. This looks like some sort of ATV trail or something here coming out. They've got all these directions to different food and stuff. That kind of reminds me, or it probably is the ATV trail. Looks like it's going up that way. And then over here, like I said, this is the library and visitor center right here, and museum. So a lot going on. It's like a lot of small towns where, you know, one building has a lot of things. The guy was just in cable, and it had, you know, grocery store, hardware store combination. This is a white pine that had been struck by lightning right there. And let's go over here and see what this is. This is some sort of bell here, and the school had a bell tower here, and it was last used on July 2006. Okay, and down here's some sort of boat launch. I'm down at the bottom. The library's up there. I came down the hill. They've got a park down here. Here is the swimming beach right here. It's kind of got some weeds coming up on either side of it, but you know, you got a area here that's good for getting in the water, and there's playground equipment over here. Over here there's a nice behind the flagpole there, which doesn't have a flag on it right now, but there's a nice kiosk that has the history of logging in Drummond. And here's some nice little park benches or picnic tables with roofs on them, with a roof. And down here is the boat launch. So this is and up that way it looks like there's a restroom. So very nice area here, and there's more to it than I thought. I'm checking out this campground. It's kind of one big loop. I got a variety of people here. I was just talking to some motorcycle people who are on a tour of Wisconsin, so that was cool. And lots of ATV people here, and people with bikes, and all sorts of people here. So nice little place here in Drummond. Alright, I'm starting my hike. I'm here. This is, that's Highway 63 over there. After the stop sign, this is what's called the old Highway 63. Got the car all buttoned up here. And Ed Ronkowski is gonna stop by, I dropped by his house and gave him a key, and he's going to move the car with his wife in the next few days. They do have a logbook over there in that ammo box, and but I just wrote I was out for a hike today, and it's great weather. I didn't want to let people think that I was, this car's going to be sitting here until Saturday, but I don't want to write that in the logbook. So here's the North Country Trail where I finished up a few weeks ago, and here's it going to the northwest, starting right here. So that's what I'm doing, and this carcinite post right there was tipped over, so I put it back up and put a rock behind it. So I've done some trail work so far today, and down here, here's one sign, and then this is a sign over here. There's a little trail going from the parking lot over there, so maybe this connects with that. Oh, this is the Drummond Woods Trail. And here I'm on the North Country Trail. Looks pretty nice so far. Alrighty, so I'm started. We'll see how far I get today. I'm supposed to be going all the way over the Gaylord Nelson portal on 27. That's 38 miles. Okay, here's a little sign about a lightning strike that killed this tree right here. And here's a big old sign about a virgin pine of hemlock right there. And like I said, Drummond was a logging town. That's how it got started. So it looks like we're going down the hill here, and there's like a loop here in this Drummond Woods. So that's why they've kind of got signs every once in a while explaining what's going on. So here's a big old tree that had been cut, and here's King Pine struck by lightning twice. Alright, I just went over a creek right there, and Ed Ronkowski said there was a nice spot for a campsite over here. But this is where the Drummond Woods Trail and the North Country Trail split. But I think he said if I hiked in, I could camp near that creek. I'm not exactly sure where he was talking about. But anyway, I didn't want to start hiking last night. I just wanted to rest up, get an early start in the morning. Here's the spot where it looks like somebody had a blaze painting accident, spilled their paint. There's a place there. But trail's good, a lot of roots now, getting very much, it's a little bit further away from the road, and it seems to be a lot of roots. Once in a while there's a down tree, not very often. So just plugging along. I just thought it'd be a little bit nicer if I put my head net on, and I have to be bothered quite so much. Here's quite the cluster right here. Look at that, the top of this tree fell off. It looks like, not sure which way to go here. Maybe around here, this way. There certainly is a pretty big cluster here. That needs some chainsaw work right there. Otherwise, trail's been pretty good. Once in a while down tree, but nothing too bad. I'm gonna come out here, go around, see if I can connect to the trail again over here. I think that'd been better than trying to hike through that. So it looks like maybe some people have tried to hike through it. Okay, we're coming up on some sort of road. I don't know if this is a named road or not. I'm trying to look at my map here to see what we're supposed to hit here. I can't really tell. I guess it's the Cisco Lake Road, which I don't think this is it. But anyway, we're into some little road. Right there, there was some big trees that were big clusters of trees in that last little section. Here's a little tree, and the post got knocked over too. Okay, I'm crossing this little boardwalk here. Doesn't look brand new, but it doesn't look that bad. A little puddle there. And so far since little forest road, everything's been good. Hardly any down trees. There's a big pine tree that came down. And trail looks good for a ways now. So that's good. Just moseying around. Not charging too much. Just kinda farting down the trail. Here's just another tree down. Oh god, it looks like there might be a few trees down here. So there's one there. And there's some crisscross section here. Alright, now we're coming up to Big Old Creek. Right here, look at this. Wow. Maybe this is the spot where Ed was saying you could camp near a creek. It looks like a nice spot there for camping. And this is Long Lake Branch Creek. Right there. With a big old bridge. And it's going. So that's pretty cool. I think looks like a very good water source if you need a water source. I'm just gonna get my my little buff wet here. It's I'm kind of sweating up a storm. But yeah, over on the other side there looks like a nice little spot to set up a tent. Here's another tree over the trail. So it looks like it's gonna be fairly easy to get around. Been a lot of tree problems. Trees that walk around in this section. I need a chainsaw person to come in and work. That's what all these trails need, is chainsaw people. That's one of the most important things they need. Hey, I discovered somebody who's backpacking the whole North Country Trail, trying to. What's your name, and tell us about your adventure?
Well, my trail name's Odin. I go by Odin Wallace.
Oh, okay. I've seen some of your posts. Yes.
And I started at Lake Chequamegon on May 1st.
Okay.
Did 440 miles in North Dakota. Did 840 whatever in Minnesota. And now I'm in Wisconsin.
Okay. Well, good seeing you. Well, I've only hiked like about 2 or 3 miles, or not even that, but he's gone quite the distance so far. Good luck on your trip.
I appreciate
it. And is there any words of wisdom you'd like to depart?
Well, you have to put one foot in front of the other every day. That's the only way to make it, I guess. I was kind of slow in the beginning. My wife was bringing me my resupply, and I was probably spending a little too much time visiting with her. But now I'm trying to do 20-mile days, and My goal is to get to Grand Rapids, Michigan before October 1st, and then fly out to Vermont and get back through the New York mountains before there's too much snow. And then I'll probably end up snowshoeing a lot of the other states.
Oh, that's great. Just keep plugging away.
Yeah.
Good seeing you here out on the trail. Like I said, I haven't heard anybody else trying to hike the whole trail this year, have you?
Well, there's a couple of people doing half the trail.
Okay.
There's a couple triple crowners. Steady and Brian, they should be getting to Duluth here pretty soon.
Yeah.
So I don't know how far you're going. Maybe you'll run into them.
No, probably not. I'm just going over here by Brule, by what's called the Gaylord Nelson Portal, which is 38 miles. But well, good seeing you today. I'm going to shut off the camera and talk with them kind of leisurely. Okay, I made it up to the Forest Road 397, which I think is also called the Cisco Road or Cisco Lake Road, and it looks like we'll be heading towards Essex Lake shortly. And then I think there's another road, the Delta Drummond Road or something like that, in another 2 miles. So we got a few landmarks here. It's great to see Odin Wallace hike it. He says he's doing 20 miles a day, which is pretty incredible. But I think he might be taking a detour into Drummond for a shower. As I told him about the campground with the shower and so forth. So otherwise he's pretty much got to wait until he gets the melon. Alright, we're up to this little bridge. This looks like, that's Essex Lake over there. And this looks like kind of a beaver dam backwater here. Here at Essex Lake. Here's another little, another boardwalk here. Going across. And, a nice spot. I heard there might be like a campsite around here too, but I haven't seen anything so far that overly, well, not an official campsite, but you know, a place where people have camped. But maybe right here it looks to be like a little bit of a clearing there for a tent, perhaps. Maybe there's some other spots up this way. Because this first camping is allowed in the Chequamegon National Forest. So people just come in and you can camp wherever you want, as long as you're using low impact techniques like not having a campfire. And this looks like it might be a spot that might be kind of like a user-created tent pad right there. It's clear, and I'm gonna walk down the lake a little bit more. Maybe there's, you know, some more, like I said, not an official campsite, but places where people have camped in the past. And let's see, we got a sign up here. Oh, this says Overby Lake. Okay, so we're not at Essex Lake anymore. Here's a cute little lake right here. I'm not sure what the name of it is. I don't think it's the what's Overby or Ogilby's or whatever lake. This looks like its own lake here. So cute little lake. I haven't seen a sign for a name, but here it looks like a wide. Oh, okay. So this is where the trail must be going that way. It kind of comes down to a big landing here, And you know, people might come out here and get water, which I gotta start thinking about pretty soon. But that's what's happening. I thought this was the trail here, but it's going up that way, and I don't think there was a turn signal back here. So that's what's going on with that. We're going up this hill here, and there is a blaze right there. So, but it looks like it needs some lopping around it. Alright, here looks to be a spot where they've got some lumber hauled in here. So they must be planning on putting, there's some more lumber over there. Must be planning on oh, and on the other side of the river there's even more lumber. This is a little creek coming out of that last little lake that I showed you. And so they must be planning on doing a rather big bridge like I had seen on my other hike a few weeks ago. They were building some big bridges. Yes, these are huge timbers here. So they're building big bridges. Oh, look at this. This has got little things, little raised boards here so you don't slip. So that's different on this ridge with the lake way down there. I don't know what's over on this side. I don't see any water or anything over here. But there could be like a swamp on this side of the going down the hill. So I'm going to be coming up to the Delta Drummond Road pretty soon, I would think, in another mile or so. Here's a big rock next to the trail, and the trail's been really well cleared lately, so that's good. I stopped for water right here. I don't know if this is a branch of the Overby Lake or what, but it looks like it's a little slanted down there, but maybe, you know, if I came to this at the end of the day, I would camp here. It's got a little nice area down there right next to the lake. Alright, this little lake there I stopped to pump water is Mirror Lake. Right there. And we got a big hill over here. It looks like we might be going up the big hill. But another spot looks like a little trail here going out, and it looks like it might have a little campfire area over here. Let me go take a look here. Or at least a spot, yeah. A spot for a tent pad here. And it looks like there was a campfire, there's a campfire there, and another little tent pad right there. It looks like the lake is kind of big and it's kind of encroaching here. So sometimes that happens. Set a cool little campsite if I was looking for a spot this evening, and like about, you know, 7 or 8 more hours, and if I came upon that, I'd say boom, that's where I'd stay. Kind of went away from the lakes, a nice stretch of lakes there for like a mile or so, with Essex Lake, Overby Lake, and Mirror Lake. Now we got a little creek here. And now, like I said, we're going away from the lakes and just heading through the forest. But we got a long ways to go. And we're going to go into the Rainbow Lake Wilderness coming up. So expect to be wowed by that. It's a nicely groomed, wide trail here. Really nice. Really well done. No trees in the way. So I'm making a really good time, hopefully. I'll find out when I get out to the Delta Drummond Road. All right, here's the first down tree in a while here. I gotta figure out how I'm gonna get across this. It looks like maybe going up in here. Going across, there's the tree. There. And it looks like it brought down the second tree right there. But the trail's been good. And I didn't even bring a saw. Otherwise, I could have snuck. You know, I'm here to hike. Other times I'm doing trail work. But look at this nice clear trail, and you can kind of see there's a hill over here and a hill over here. Either this might have been an old railroad grade or something like that. Okay, here's the post, and it looks like there's a trail here. It doesn't say what it is, but I think this might be Nelson Lake, and there's supposed to be a campsite. I've been looking for flags because, oh, look at this. It looks like an old wheelbarrow, true to wheelbarrow, or something like that. But maybe I'll regret this. But here's the little trail going down to the lake. Here, let's take a look at the lake. And then, like I said, I've been looking for flags for a proposed campsite. Ooh, look at this. Beautiful. Oh, look at that. Really nice. All right, I see some flags out here in the woods. So I think this is the way to get to the proposed campsite here. Right there's a blue flag, and over here I see kind of a grassy area over here. Maybe that's it, this grassy area. Anyway, we'll keep going, and I can see the lake off in the distance there. I think I'll go around this way here. And, oh, this is kind of up on a knoll right here. And, wow. Yeah, there's the lake down there. And here's two ribbons here. And a third ribbon. So this must be the spot that they're putting a bunch of ribbons in the area. They want to try to keep it a ways from the lake. And I don't see any more ribbons down this way. So, you know, probably about a 50-yard walk down to the lake to get your water. But you're up here on this little knoll. So, looks like a nice spot for a campsite. I'm hanging in my 6-ounce hammock, and I'm at a little lake. This is a little lake kind of north of Nelson Lake. I looked at the map and it showed a little lake that the North Country Trail comes fairly close to. The North Country Trail's over that way, probably about 50 yards. I wanted to stop and rest, and I've got my spot messenger going there. It likes it when you have a south-facing view or sky, so this would be perfect for that. And over here, I might do some water filtering. I got the water filters over there, and so on. I'm gonna eat some snacks and just take it easy for a little bit. All right, after that little lake is over there that I rested at, coming up here, oh, there's a gopher on the bridge. Right there. I'm coming for you, gopher. Better go. All right. And this is a weird configuration. You got a part of the bridge, and then there's a part here that's a little bit taller. And there he is over on that side now. He's looking at me all different ways. And here's some pines, and we got a nice piney trail with pine needles. We're up to the Renard Lakes Road, I believe it's called. It's a gravel road here. And here's just the North Country Trail sign. And so on. Let's see what it says over here. Anderson grade 2.1, Rainbow Lake 3.3, Forest Road 288 6.4. And here, Rainbow Lakes Wilderness. It's got a nice sign. No brochures. And here's a nice map. So we're starting right here. This is Renard Lake right there. And we're coming up through here, hitting the Anderson grade, which I'm betting used to be an old railroad. And coming up to Rainbow Lake right there. And Tower Lake. And going out the other end. Up that way. So, should be good. I wonder if I got any beaver dams to cross like I did in the Porcupine Lakes. But so far this looks excellent. Looks nice and wide and cleared. And remember, in the wilderness they can't use chainsaws, so they're using hand tools like the big crosscut saws to clear this. So, and no signs and no blazing. You look over here and it says trail that way. They should have actually had that out here. It's kind of like here. I saw it at the last second here. So I'm coming down the trail here, and it's like way back over there where this tree's blocking your view. But here's where the trail goes. Hey, I'm at the logbook box, and here, Shug's been here. He must have got tired of hiking in Minnesota, and he came over and decided to hang out here. But doesn't say exactly when that was. I think it must have been around the 14th or 15th. Because here's somebody that was the 15th, and there's somebody that's the 14th. And then over on this side, you got Odin Wallace that rode in, the guy I met earlier this morning. So, all right. Now we're hiking in the Rainbow Lake Wilderness. And this one to the left of the trail now is Renard Lake. The others, little lake that I seen back at the register box, that's some other little lake. But here looks like a little path down to the water there, going down the Renard Lake. And we'll be hiking along this lake for over a mile, because it's a pretty big long lake, and we'll be by it, seeing it again at least a couple more times. Here's a nice sunny spot off of Renard Lake, which is over there. Look at this. And look at over this way. This must be like an old beaver dam right here to the right of me, right in here. Looks like it might be an old beaver dam. Look at that. Again, we're going to be hiking next to Renard Lake for a ways. So, but some cool stuff right here. Cool little boardwalk here. And now it looks like I'm going to be going along the lake up here. So that'll be great. Look at this huge tree. Wow. And here looks like another little trail out to get some water. And maybe you'd have enough room right here for a tent pad. On a side trail, I've seen this side trail coming off the North Country Trail, and I figured it must be going to camping area. And yep, here it is. Look at this out here, kind of a point. The lake's there, and I think it's kind of swampy over that way. But here most definitely is a campsite. Right here, user-created campsite here on Renard Lake. Look. All right, I just went kind of by a murky pond down there. Almost looked like you could walk across it. It was so thick. But down here, it looks like there's a lake. So I think that might be Buffalo Lake. There's no low in it. It's just Buffalo. But it is sitting down there a little low. So. And here's some ribbons on the tree. I'm not sure what that's all about, but we're not making any campsites, or the Chequamegon chapter's not making any campsites in the wilderness areas, because that's not allowed. But you know, people just go out and camp, and you can camp anywhere. So hence there's favorite spots for people to camp here, even though there's no what you call designated campsites. There are a few wilderness areas that have designated campsites. That would be the Boundary Waters and Sylvania. They both have designated campsites, but most wilderness areas don't. What I'm thinking is a user-created trail here that comes down near Buffalo Lake. This is kind of a side trail to the North Country Trail. And there was a spot up there that looked good for putting in a tent. But maybe I was just checking down here to see if there was actually a user-created campsite. Maybe it's just coming down to get water. So it doesn't look, it does look like you could put in a tent down there and a place to get water. I think that's what's going on. Wow, there's this gorge here. It looks like there was some sort of, what would you call, erosion event here, because the North Country Trail got rerouted here. It looked like the trail used to go right there, and now they've kind of rerouted around that. So here's like a gully going into Buffalo Lake. So that was kind of interesting to see the power of the water, what the power of water can do. I'm up to the Anderson grade. Right here, it's a trail that cuts through the middle of the Rainbow Lakes wilderness, and probably was what do you call it, a railroad at one time. Anyway, if you go this way a few miles, you get to the Perch Lake campground. If that's what you'd like to do, so you could kind of do a little loop too. This is North Country Trail this way. A few trees down, but nothing outrageous. I'd be back before the Essex Lake, between the Drummond woods and the what lake road was that? The Cisco Lake Road. There's big clusters of trees. right here is just the occasional tree down, and I'd like to say this Rainbow Lakes wilderness so far has been incredibly flat. No major hills. I think I'm getting close to Rainbow Lake. It looks to be kind of clear skies ahead here, maybe. But we got a big muckety-muck area. Oh wait a second. It looks like there's a little path going around, going here this way. This must be a go-around path here. But I want to stop at the Rainbow Lake and see. We have to hop around on these clumps. That's what I call a clumpity crossing. And we're on the other side. Alright, I've been seeing glimpses of the lake for a while, and I was hoping to get near, and there we go. We're finally up to Rainbow Lake. Look at that. Right here, this is the Rainbow Lakes Wilderness, and this is the lake that the wilderness is named after. I don't know why they picked this instead of Renard. Renard's the bigger lake, but this is more in the center, so maybe that's why they picked it. I'm trying to see if there's a little cleared out camping area along here someplace. Just maybe I'll stop and rest for a while if I see a good spot. Alright, I made it. There looks like a tent pad. Here's the campfire area. Campfire area looks like it's got like a blue jay feather or something on it. But this is a little away from the lake, where the trail is closer to the lake over here. So there is a little campsite that's already been made here at Rainbow Lake. And so I'm looking here. This appears to be the water trail for going to get water, which I'm going to need to do here. Hey everybody, just chilling in the hammock at Rainbow Lake. Rainbow Lake's over that way, about 30 yards. This is back in the woods. It's not right on the shore, but the North Country Trail goes near the shore. So this is a little setback from it. Anyway, this is kind of what I call user-created campsite. I'm just chilling, having some this Enduro cinnamon blueberry. Oh my god. You almost need to drink something right afterwards because the cinnamon's a little bit strong in that, but it's good. Just taking a little bit of a break. You don't want to overdo it. So I think I've done 9 miles already, and so I want to do at least 4 more, if not a little bit. 4 more will be Square Lake, so I got to go see if I can, what I feel like when I get to Square Lake. So first I got Tower Lake, and then I've got the road that's, I think it's the Delta Road, which is the northern boundary of the Rainbow Lakes Wilderness area. Let me check this again. Okay, Rainbow Lake. Okay, so I'll be out of the wilderness in 3 miles, and then Square Lake is going to be in another mile. So that's what the program is coming up. I got here around 2 o'clock, so I thought I was making really, really good time. I did 9 miles in basically 7 hours, but I did take that other break for like a half an hour. So, you know, I think I'm doing good. We'll see how long it lasts. This wilderness area has been fairly flat, but I hear that it shows on the map that there's some sort of tower coming up. We got a little bit of wet spot here, but I think we can go on the edges here, hopefully. Ooh. Looks like I keep on thinking the trail's going that way, but actually the trail's going this way because the mud kind of veered off to the right. I thought that was still the trail, but now we got some rocks. Gotta watch where you step because the rocks. Oh well, coming up on Tower Lake, then we're heading for the tower. So I imagine it's starting to get a little bit more hilly here. I imagine our free ride of flat terrain is done. Hey, it's Tman. I met another person on the trail. She's doing a big hike, and maybe she's going to tell us what her hike's all about. You started at Solon Springs?
I started at Solon Springs, and I'll go as far as I can get in the next 3 months.
3 months, wow.
So.
Have you done any backpacking before, like on the AT and stuff like that? Or what have you done before?
I've done the AT. I did the Eastern Continental Trail. Are you familiar with that?
Oh yeah, the Eastern, somebody I know that was the first one that did it southbound. God, I can't remember her name. She also hiked part of the Ice Age Trail too. Yeah, Finch. Kathy Finch. She likes the Great Eastern Trail. Is her name?
Well, now the Eastern Continental Trail and the Great Eastern Trail are two different trails.
Okay, so
The Eastern Continental Trail goes from the Gaspé Peninsula in Quebec to Key West.
okay, so that's basically the same. That's the same thing that Nimblewell did in his book. What was it, 10 Million Steps or whatever it was. He did that. So you read that book and you got inspired?
Well, I'd already done the Appalachian Trail and the Florida National Scenic Trail, so then that's most of it. And I've met Nimblewell Nomad at a Alabama Trails conference, and he really encouraged me to just go ahead and do all the rest. So I did.
Okay, and
he's a wonderful. He's 81 now.
Yeah.
And still an inspiration to hikers.
Yeah, I actually met Nimblewell myself when he was hiking the Ice Age Trail. I picked him up. He skipped the chunk that had the Aldo Leopold shack. So I picked him up in Portage, and I took him out to the Aldo Leopold shack. And you know, Nimble's really into environmental stuff, so that was right up his alley. So, well, good seeing you. If you want to give me a trail name or
My trail name's Denali.
Okay. Yeah, I think I did see your name in one of the trail logs before.
I've never been to this part of the country before, so we really enjoyed doing this road trip. My friend Dottie brought me, and we stopped and explored all along the way.
Okay.
Until she put me out.
All right. And you say you're just going for 3 months, and that's that. So what have you liked about the trail so far? Has there been any?
Yes, the signage is excellent. You can find trailheads and crossings, and that's just really nice.
Yeah, well, this is a wilderness area, so it's not blazed. So,
right, but the trail's still obvious.
But they do.
Trailheads and the information at the trailheads, the little maps available.
Yeah.
It's all very nice.
Yeah, and like I said, you're just coming into the Chequamegon chapter, and you were in the Brule St. Croix chapter previously before Highway A back there. I think that was like...
This is pronounced...
Chequamegon.
Chequamegon. Okay.
Yeah. All right, well, great seeing you, and I'll see you if you're...
And you have a good hike also?
Yeah, like I said, I'm Tman, and I'm just doing a 38-mile hike. I did 30 miles over towards Mellon too previously a few weeks ago. So just out working, out hiking until, well, I got a chance right now basically.
Great.
All right.
And can you tell me if there was a sign posted at the last road that there's a reroute on the trail due to flooding? Can I go straight through?
So far I didn't see any. There was one section that looked like they had moved the trail, so that might have been it. But I've just been following this trail, and it's been fine.
And where did you start?
I started at Drummond this morning at 7 o'clock.
Okay, and you stayed on.
And I stayed on this trail the whole time.
Shows. Okay.
Yeah.
Because
all right, you shouldn't have any.
This says take Anderson grade and come back on a Forest Service road, makes it about 3 times as long.
No, you can get right through from the Anderson grade to whatever.
Rainbow Lake down
to
Drummond is not a problem.
It's not a problem. I walked all the way through. Here's a cute little creek with lots of rocks. So it seems fairly easy to cross. It was fairly easy to cross. Well, great to see another hiker out. She's doing a large chunk, so for like 3 months. So she's gonna see how much she can do in 3 months. There's a big down tree right there. A really big one over there. That's Tower Lake. Denali seemed to think there was a campsite on Tower Lake. So I've been kind of looking for its curve in here. I still haven't seen any trails going to the right here to indicate that there's a campsite. Alrighty. I found the Tower Lake little campsite area here. It's not an official campsite, but again, it gets people come and use it, and other people use it, and pretty soon it becomes like a campsite. So, just coming out to look at the Tower Lake and see how easy or hard it is to get water here. It doesn't look incredibly easy to get water. Well, there's the water, but you kind of got to dip it down in the weeds there to get water. I'm at the spot. I kind of came up a hill, and this little sign here I completely missed, but it says North Country Trail going to the right. They need to come in here and clean all of this stuff out of here so you can see the sign. This almost looks like a signpost here. I'm not sure if that's a dead tree or a signpost. And I haven't seen the Delta Tower. I don't know if it would have been up that way. I haven't seen any side trails to it, or if this was once a side trail up to a tower. But we certainly seem to be up on a hill here. And here's another thing that looks like it might be a post. I don't know. So that's what's going on. Not sure what exactly is happening with this, except for that one sign was pretty much blocked there. So here comes another spot where there's some signs. So maybe this, I'm not sure what's going on here. It's got North Country Trail that way. Okay, So all of a sudden right here, I think they need some signs. I don't know where that's going. But again, I didn't see that tower. So maybe it's probably not here anymore. It's probably got taken down. Alrighty, we're kind of up on this ridge, and look at that. It goes way the heck down that way. But we're on this ridge here, hoping to come up to the West Delta Road pretty soon. I thought when I seen a bunch of light in the sky, sometimes that's a road. I thought that's what that was over there. There's a lot of lightness. Just seeing the site that I want to see. This has been taking forever since the Tower Lake to get over here to the, this is the West Delta Road. It's got a logbook box. Alright, I'm at the West Delta Road. I signed in at the logbook there, and I'm finished with the Porcupine Lake, not Porcupine, like this is the Rainbow Lake Wilderness. There's Rainbow Lake. I'm up here and I started down, way down below this at Drummond today. But there's the map of the Rainbow Lake Wilderness. Here's the sign for it right here. And it's a square lake, 0.8 miles. So, and there's supposed to be a parking lot here, which I don't know if it's just this little piece of thing or if there's something down that way or what. But there it is. First thing I did when I got out of the wilderness is climb a huge hill. And that was the nice thing about the Rainbow Lake Wilderness. It's fairly flat. Here we got a little bit of a up right here, but that last one was pretty much uphill. And then the gal Denali made it sound like it's, you have to go down from the trail to get water from the square lake, so it might not be like right next to the trail. So I'll have to check that out when we get there. I gotta get water from that lake. Hasn't been any water since that Tower Lake, which is over 3 miles ago. So long stretch without water. But if we're gonna cook supper soon, I need that water. There's a muddy puddle down there. I don't know if I want to get water from that when we're supposed to be getting to the lake pretty soon. So, but we got another big frickin' hill here. This square lake must be one of those alpine lakes that are sitting on top of the hill. This is incredible. We've been going uphill ever since that West Delta Road, and it looks like I got some more hills to climb. Oh my Lord. Okay, it's intersecting with another trail here. Not sure what's, oh, it's some sort of, it's a camber trail. Well, what do you know about that? We go on the camber trail for a little while? Wow. Well, we'll see what happens. Alright, I'm not seeing any blue blazes, and I'm stuck here with this mountain bike trail system. This is mountain bike that way. But I haven't seen any blue blazes for a while. So I'm not, oh, it's a square lake this way. So maybe, oh wait, and up here it says hiking trail. So the hiking trail goes that way. But it looks like the square lake is this way. Came down the camber trail for a little bit. And there looks to be, the lake's way down there, but it looks to be a faint trail right here. So I'm going to go down and try to get some water. Let's see what I can do after that. Here. Well, Square Lake here was an absolute pain in the ass to get water from. I did get some water. Walked down that way about 100 yards and then kind of cut in. But still, it was, at least this down going this way, it's really steep. That one wasn't very, all that steep. I managed to get to the water. So then we make one last check here. Yeah, like I said, I got some water. I got me some to last for a while. But hopefully there's a creek or something. Or it'll be funny if I go to another spot and it's right easy to get water or something after I did all that. Stopped at the slog here to make supper, and it's not quite boiling yet. I think it's going to be boiling, and I got this lasagna, Mountain House lasagna right there. Got enough water to make supper, and hopefully I'll find a creek sometime tomorrow or this evening. Let's see what's going on. Oh, it's boiling. Okay, I gotta put that into there, so I gotta concentrate. I'm gonna shut the video off. I got some water. I came down to this little murky pond and filtered some water right there. Drank some water. All that good stuff, and that should keep me going till sometime tomorrow probably, as I'm not gonna be going too much longer today. And then coming up to the spot where there's some sort of signage here and a forest road. It's this walking trail. Looks like it's ready to be tipped over. Should really have a blaze down this way. Maybe there is, I can't just see it. Now, I'm wondering which way I go on this little forest road here. I don't see any blazes here either. So I think it's getting dark, so it's harder to see blazes. But there seems to be another little road going off this way. Oh, that's it. All right. But right there we go. And I wonder if there's water down that road. This looks like it's going downhill pretty fast. Maybe there's a pond or something now. But like right here, this corner, I should think about setting my tent up right here. It's just like a big spot. Should I? I don't know. I'll keep going for a little while. There's a beautiful little pond over on this side of the trail. Wow. That looks nice. That would have been a good water source for me. This looks a lot nicer than that other pond that I was at just a little while ago. Just really nice. So I want to see if I can get up to this road here, Forest Road 412. Sometimes I like camping next to a road or nearby a road in case I have any problems. Like if I'm out here in the middle of nowhere, the ambulance wouldn't know where the hell to go. So yeah, they should build a little water trail going down the water here. Yeah, that'd be great. All right, all this light in the sky, it's got to be a road. And here we go. Yay! Yay! There's a road. And that's Forest Road, I believe, 413. Something like that. And I'm gonna camp somewhere. I might camp right in here. And there it is.